An absence of anger or fights in a relationship can signal a lack of interest. Partners who care about each other will argue sometimes. When parents use psychological control to influence their children, the children's decisions will always be based on their parents' needs and ambitions instead of their own. People tend to be happier when they spend their money on experiences than on objects. Psychopaths have a hard time recognizing the facial expression for fear. Experiencing too much stress too often can change the brain structure and function of neurons. By its legal definition, insanity means the mental inability to take responsibility for your actions. Sleeping on your stomach can make you have dreams that are weirder, scarier, and sexier. Your state of happiness can affect your sleep. The happier you are, the less sleep you need. The sadder you are, the more you need sleep. While completely sane people cannot tickle themselves, schizophrenic people can. On average, men say around 12,500 words per day, and women say 22,000 per day. Older people's advice is worth listening to not because they are always right, but they have more experience being wrong than you do. A person's refusal to depend on others is the result of experiencing many disappointments early in their life. According to research, those who are loved and love others have longer lives, better health, and bigger monetary successes. Laziness in teenagers is not a sign of bad behaviors, but just a normal part of their development. Counterintuitively, the more you want to sleep, the less likely you are to fall asleep. People tend to confess during late-night talks because people tend to be more honest when they get physically tired. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Psychologically, people who had been damaged in some way tend to be stronger because they know they can survive anything. According to psychology, you always forgive the people you love, no matter how angry you are towards them. Some of the most caring people are those who hide their feelings. What you need is not someone who completes you, but someone who completely accepts you as you are. People can and do change. You should learn to accept that people are different from who you thought you knew. A fear of marriage, relationships, and commitment is called gamophobia. People curse when they are in pain because it helps reduce the pain. Teenage girls who are antisocial or unpopular are 70% more likely to put on weight than their more popular peers. Not sleeping enough or regularly is unhealthy and can lead to premature death. If you can make someone smile or laugh, they will find you more attractive. Shoes are much more important than you think. People draw many conclusions about you from the type of footwear you use. According to psychology, the saddest people tend to also be the nicest people. Agoraphobia is the fear that you will be ignored by someone you strongly care about. When a person talks less but faster, it likely means that they are keeping a secret from you. The frustration of not being without the person you care about leads to insomnia. Missing a person is the reason you can't sleep at night. Instead of using people and loving things, most people need to learn to love people and use things. If a woman is no longer frustrated or angry at you, it's almost certain that they no longer care about you. Instantly responding to a useless question with sarcasm is a sign of a healthy brain. Even though people are so quick to judge others, they never do the same to themselves. Research has shown that the less you know, the more you think you know. On average, eating with another person can lead you to eat 35% more than when you eat alone. When they are upset, neurotics find it difficult to calm down. They are almost always in a constant state of anxiety or worry and are overly emotional. About 85% of people have experienced a dream so real and convincing that they have difficulty differentiating it from real events. Happiness is not about what you do with the problems in your life, but about how you choose to deal with them. Telling someone one of your goals releases chemicals in your brain that make you feel better. Sleeping can be a relief because this is a time where you don't experience sadness, anger, or loneliness. You just feel nothing. There are 4 things the brain naturally craves: food, sex, water, and sleep. According to psychology, a person who tries to make everyone happy will never be happy. A simple way to drastically improve your relationship is to admit when you are wrong and to shut up when you are right. To be strong does not mean never feeling pain. It means being able to feel it and still push through it. People who've had their limbs amputated have reported phantom limbs, a sensation where they still feel sensations from their missing limbs as if they were still there.